Todd with Recent Files. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and let's hop right into the video here. I got 4 clips lined up to play. This is a member, or should I say a former member of Fellowship Baptist Church that was run by bisexual pastor Mark Wayne Lewis, the man who ordained Roger Jimenez. We was discussing the attendance of Fellowship Baptist Church, so he backed up a bit after I asked about Roger and went back to the attendance question. Let's take a listen. Okay, did you ever encounter a gentleman by the name of Roger Jimenez at that church?
Yeah.
Okay,
No, let me back up a second though, but by the end, before I left,
okay,
on a Sunday morning, we were running anywhere, we're in a couple hundreds, 2, 3, 400.
Okay.
But yeah, I know Roger.
Oh, do you know Roger personally?
I haven't spoke with him in years, but I do know him personally from the church.
Okay. It's my understanding that Roger attended that church regularly. Is that correct?
Roger started attending the church, yes. And then Pastor, well, I'm not even going to call him Pastor Mark, had him start doing a Hispanic service. So he wanted him to start doing a Hispanic service. So he had him do that at the what was called the Big House, which was the house up on the hill that Mark bought for the church, but it had his office and other offices and stuff in there. So while the regular services were going English service speaking, I guess, were going down at the church, Roger was doing a Spanish service up at the house. Okay, the next clip here is going to be a little controversial. Jacob says that Mark Wayne Lewis did send Roger Jimenez out. However, he was not there for some kind of ordination ceremony. Me and Robert Tuttle continue to get emails and talk to people that say Mark Wayne Lewis did ordain Roger Jimenez. So we have a lot going on right here ourselves. However, I'm going to release the clip. Here it is. Let's listen. Yeah, well, Mark basically said, go open a church, up in Sacramento, and we give you our blessing kind of thing. But there was never an actual, what is it called, ordaining ceremony? I don't know. Okay, an ordination. Okay. Yeah. Not that you're aware of. That doesn't mean it necessarily didn't happen. Would that be fair to say? Sure, yeah. I guess it could have been done, but if it happened, except for the dirty, stupid crap, because he knew I was involved in everything. From basically day one, I was his right-hand man until it came to the dirty behind-the-scenes stuff, because he knew I wouldn't put up with that. Can you tell me some of the dirty behind-the-scenes stuff that Mark Wayne Lewis was involved with? Also, the next clip here, I did ask Jacob if Mark Wayne Lewis ever made any passes or sexual advances towards him, or anything else he may be aware of, namely the drug dealer, Louis, that Mark Wayne Lewis was shacked up with at a seedy hotel in West Sacramento. Let's take a listen. Or anything. Say again? Did Mark ever make any passes at you or sexual advances towards you? I mean, there was always little weird crap like I would go up to his office or something, and he'd be standing there with just his hands around his junk or something. And I'm like, whoa. And he'd start laughing, and he'd walk in the bathroom or whatever. But no. Like, actually try to hit on me? No, that wouldn't have flown.
Right. Well, I'm sure you're aware that he was shacked up with a drug dealer at a seedy hotel in West 100%. Sacramento.
100%. I actually went to that hotel after Miss Joanna died because his sister came down and, he had a room and that punk-ass Louie had a room. So I know exactly what hotel you're talking about. And, crazy. Some crazy stuff. He tried to get me to go, Robert Baker, I'm sure you've heard the name, if not met him or talked to him.
Robert who?
Baker, Robert Baker.
Robert Baker, that sounds familiar.
So Robert Baker was I don't want to put his business out there. It's not really my thing to do, but
right.
Didn't have the best of life before, I guess,
Right.
He wanted to start doing better and came around and something with him and Mark towards the end, they had a falling out. And I got a call from Mark, and he said, Robert Baker is, and this is after a couple days of this kind of thing, he said, Robert Baker is at Andrews Park right now. Go and handle him. And I said, Pastor, I'm at work. He said, listen, I don't give a crap about your work. If you were a true friend, you will do this for me. I'm out of town. If I was in town, I would do it myself, which is BS. But so I said, all right, fine, I'll go. So I go up to Andrews Park. I don't see Robert Baker. I go back to work. I get written up for leaving work.
Yeah.
And I call Mark, and I'm like, I didn't see him. And he's like, Jacob, he's there. Somebody just saw him. He's there right now. Go back there. I said, Pastor, I just got written up at work. I'm going to lose my job. He said, you better get your butt back there now. Get there and handle Robert. He's doing this, this, and this. Basically just talking about Mark, the forbidden sin.
Obviously, another dealer that Mark Wayne Lewis was involved with. We don't know if he was romantically involved with this Robert Baker, but we're still investigating that. Also, we had a chance to ask Jacob about Mark Wayne Lewis's wife, Joanna, and this is kind of shocking here. Let's take a listen.
Who?
The drug dealer, Louie.
Louie?
Yeah.
Louie, yeah. Louie is
is Louie back using drugs? Because I know he was off for a while there. Is he back on them?
I have no doubt he is. Louie is the slimiest. I mean, he's a perfect best friend for Mark Lewis. So when Miss Joanna died, Louie was there. I don't know that the cops know that, and they never asked me, but Louie was there. And people ask me all the time over the years, did Mark kill Joanna? And my answer has always been yes. One of two ways. He either with somebody or by himself, did it himself. I mean, did it physically, did it, or left her with, she felt like there was no other way out. But I think he did it. I 100% think he did it. Do
you think she could have found out that he was bisexual and maybe she was going to reveal it, and then he decided to
I think she was ready to walk. because
I mean, I don't know nothing personally, but I'm just imagining that a female finding out her husband, sleeping with another man, and you got to compete with another man, that's probably just emotionally shocking and appalling and sick to a lot of women.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the same could be said. I'm sure some women might get off on that also. I'm just being totally honest, but I'd say the better majority would probably be sickened and hurt by that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I could see that happening where she's like, you know what, this is the last straw, because apparently, so when I lost a lot of friends. I grew up. I had known Miss Joanna since I was 6 years old. I'm 40, almost 42. I had known her for a long time because I played football with her brother since I was 7 years old, and we went to high school together.
Cool.
All of our friends. I lost a lot of friends going to Mark's church.
Sure. Now, when he was arrested after trying to bring harm to Sarah and to bring harm to her family and her children.
Sure, yeah.
Just total disregard. You know, if he can't take out Sarah, take out a kid or two. I mean, he is just a twisted person.
Who cares? Just do it, huh?
Right.
Like, anybody could have been there.
Right. He's just a very twisted man. Like I said, I don't know how old her children were at the time, but I was aware that 3 of them were in the dwelling.
Mom, dad, her, and I think 3 kids,
That's terrible. Yeah. Absolutely sickening. This guy is no more What was some of the other grimy...
He better stay out. He better stay out of Vacaville. He better stay out of my eyesight. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you. I've talked to a couple other people that if they run into him, because he had just recently been released from prison.
Correct.
So and that probably wasn't a big punishment from him. Just instead of having girls and guys, he's only able to have guys while he was in prison. So,
yep.
But probably a vacation for him. Another day at the office.
Oh yeah, he was. I guarantee you. And I.
Okay, we'll have some more to come on Jacob's story in the next video. We're still sorting through a lot of things, and we might be able to add the word pedophile to Mark Wayne Lewis's rap sheet. Reason files out.